It's DJ.
Welcome back to another episode of What's Going On. You guys have ridden with me through the entire first season this year on Relationship Entertainment Television. You can find us now on Roku TV. You can also download the app for iOS or Android, so make sure you stay in the know. We have so much good content on this channel. There's something for everybody. So make sure you check us out. For the returning subscribers, welcome back. Tell a friend and share. And tell them all about this great content on this channel. If you are not subscribed, please definitely hit that button and turn on your notification bell so that you can be aware of any new content that's posted on Relationship Entertainment Television. Now, we're gonna go ahead and start this episode off with a moment with DJ. Now, lately, I've been in a bunch of different circles and there's been a lot of talk about people's individuality. The beautiful thing about humans is that we are all created differently. Even if we're in the same family, there are differences in everybody. One of the things I notice is that when someone is already established in their lane, so to speak, they tend to be compared to other people who are in a similar lane, maybe doing something similar, but they tend to be compared to each other. But I want to talk to you guys today about respecting everyone's individuality. And you know, I like to put a positive spin on everything. And so here's what I have to say. And I'm going to use an example of women to get this point across. You know, women are all different. You ever heard that saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder? So for instance, I'm going to go out to the club with my girls. It's 4 of us. We all have different looks. Maybe she wears makeup and wigs, and maybe she doesn't wear makeup and wigs, and maybe, you know, she has a low haircut and she's rocking that fade, or maybe she has long locks, right? All of those are different looks, and they're and trust and believe somebody is attracted to all of those looks. And so a lot of times we make a mistake in comparing people that shouldn't be compared. It's really apples and oranges when you think about it. And they always say that women dress for other women. Well, I personally do not, because I feel like if I'm not trying to pull a woman, I don't really care what she thinks about my presentation. If the man that I want to attract is attracted to my look, then there you have it. That's the point. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and we should all respect everyone's view and everyone's ability to showcase their individuality. People should be able to feel comfortable being themselves the way that God made them. So the next time you go to compare a person about their looks or their hair or their outfit or anything like that, just take into consideration that someone finds it attractive, and you should focus on what you can find likable about that person versus what is not just like you. Anyway, I digress. That has been your moment with DJ. We need to be kinder to each other. And for the cliff notes, basically, be kind to each other and respect people's individuality. Okay, now let's get into this episode. You guys know that we didn't gather together last week. I had to take a little break for a second, you know what I mean? But today, I want to recap something that I talked about in my last episode. So everybody's been talking about slap heard around the world, okay? And they're coining it Slapgate. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Academy Awards. And so since then, I'm going to give you a little update, and I'm going to tell you about 2 things that are going on for both gentlemen that are a positive thing, okay? All right. Now, Will Smith has since been banned from the Oscars for 10 years. I don't really think it matters though, because they weren't really going to the Oscars like that. So it's not going to be a problem for him not to show up. But what were they going to do? They really couldn't do much to the $350 million man. However, I want to talk about the things that are happening on the flip. I want to talk about the things that are happening post-slap. So according to thegrio.com, Everybody Loves Chris Rock documentary returns to the Grio app. The Entertainment Studios film explores the veteran funny man's life and career in the wake of Slapgate at last month's Academy Awards. Now, this documentary is going to explore the life and career of veteran comedian Chris Rock in the wake of Slapgate at the 94th Academy Awards ceremony, where he was smacked on stage by actor Will Smith. The documentary has been re-released by Entertainment Studios. It's available for free on the Grio app. So you might be asking, what is this documentary all about? So it looks like it was produced before the incident at the Academy Awards. So the documentary is going to feature clips from Chris Rock's life. It's going to feature clips from Chris Rock's interviews and commentary about his career that help put in perspective how he became the star he is today. We're going to talk about some of his life experiences, how he encountered some racism in his early years. And I think it's going to be very interesting for people to watch that now that this whole Slapgate thing has come about, because I think it's going to bring a lot of interesting information now that this Slapgate has come about. Now, I think it's funny how, when something like Slapgate happens, everybody talks about the bad effects that the incident had. But truthfully, both of the men are benefiting from things post-slap. And I think a lot more people will watch this documentary than would have pre-slap. Now, that's not it, because Will Smith also has a documentary. Convenient, huh? So Entertainment Studios will revisit Will Smith's success in the Fresh Prince of Hollywood doc. Now, I know what you're saying, like, what a coincidence, right? I don't know. We'll never know the truth behind the whole scenario, but the fact remains that they both have documentaries coming out and people are going to definitely eat these up. Will Smith's documentary is already available on the Grio app. I think I'm going to watch both of these documentaries. As you know, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air debuted back in 1990. So he's been in the game for a long time. And so I think it'll be interesting to see how his climb to success went. From appearing in films with his youngest son, Jaden, to supporting the acting and music career of his daughter, Willow, Smith's family became a central focus. The documentary notes that the actor took a year off after the failure of After Earth, Smith's second film with Jaden after his Oscar-nominated turn in The Pursuit of Happiness. When he returned, Smith chose different kinds of roles and became active on social media, quickly amassing millions of followers on Instagram and YouTube. Though Smith has spent most of his life in the public eye, this documentary reveals a few lesser-known facts about his journey from West Philly rapper to self-made movie star. Despite his recent actions at the Academy Awards, it shows how Smith earned his place in the entertainment stratosphere. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see what they're all about, but I do think it's interesting that they both have these documentaries resurfacing after the Slapgate. Chris Rock's sales went through the roof for his comedy show that he's now on tour for. We'll be talking about this slap for a long time. Comment below and let us know what you thought. And are you going to watch the documentaries for either Chris Rock or Will Smith? So while we're on these superstars/celebrities, you guys probably also heard that Monique and Lee Daniels have squashed their longtime feud and they buried the beef over the Precious dispute. And they're going to be working together on a Netflix film. So I really want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about that? So according to thegrio.com, Monique and Lee Daniels appear to have settled a 13-year feud related to their acclaimed film Precious. The falling out reportedly occurred after Monique, 54, says she was being blackballed from opportunities by Daniels, who's 62, and others because she refused to promote the 2009 movie starring her and directed by Lee Daniels, People reported. Now, one of the things that I want to say about that is that I had no idea that Lee Daniels was 62 years old. Wow, blacks don't crack. But Lee Daniels publicly apologized to Monique, and here's some of that footage.
A long time to realize. I am so sorry for hurting you in any way that I did. Y'all, she was my best friend. My best friend. Y'all think that Precious was just, that was God working through both of us. And we gonna do it again.
I don't know, call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but I just feel like when you're dealing with people who are paid pretenders, I don't know what to believe sometimes. But I am happy that they're no longer beefing, and we'll wait to see what this film is that they're coming out with on Netflix. Comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. Okay, so now it's time for the Entrepreneur of the Week. One of the founders of this brand, I used to play kickball with him, so him and his wife have partnered with some others and come up with Imperfectly Qualified. It's the perfect marriage of comfort and style leisure wear. So this is what their Instagram looks like. You guys have to make sure you follow them because I feel like this brand is gonna be great. I'm definitely gonna have to get me a couple of those hoodies and a couple of sets of this leisure wear because everybody that knows me knows that I choose comfort over anything else. So then here's their website. And actually, I believe that my son used to bowl with one of the other co-founders' kids as well. It's a small world. But you guys definitely need to head over and check out their website. Grab you some hoodies. Grab you some leisure wear. Definitely read about their brand story. And be sure to let them know that you heard about them from Relationship Entertainment Television and that Demeter Joe sent you. Okay, now we're going to talk about what's on TV. I mentioned a couple of shows to you guys, and I just want to come back and do like a little small recap and ask you guys what you think about these shows at this point, now that they've aired. The first show that I talked about was Marry Me Now, that comes on TV on Saturdays. Now, there are only 4 episodes in, and it's just like I thought. This show is an emotional roller coaster because on one hand, I'm not from the school of thought that I would propose to a man. However, it's a new day, it's a new generation, and this is becoming a thing. And you just have to watch the show to understand what I'm talking about. There was a person who said no, but he said yes initially, and then he waited until the last day. Okay, so you guys remember the premise of the show is that the woman is going to propose to the man, but she's doing it under the guise of some other fake show like Pimp My Man Cave or something like that. The guy thinks that they're on TV, they're going to be filming for a show that is not really what it's about. And then the wedding has to happen 3 days from the time that the person says yes. So there was a situation, there was an episode where a man said yes, and then the day of the wedding, he said no, and he had to walk in there and tell all those people that they weren't going to do it. And that's the risk you take on something like this. But comment below, what do you think? Women, would you ask a man to marry you? And men, how would you feel if your woman proposed to you before you could propose to her? Comment down below because I'm interested in these comments. Okay, and so everybody knows I love me some Bel-Air. They've recently finished airing 10 episodes of the new series Bel-Air on Peacock. I was in love with this show from the beginning, the very first episode, and they held my love through the last episode. Now, I'm excited for the show to come back. And I view it as a standalone show. I compared it a little bit in the beginning to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but it really is another show because they can explore so many things they couldn't explore on the sitcom because it was just a sitcom. And so they've touched on a lot of real world situations in these episodes. And, I'm still loving it. I can't wait for the next season to come out. So tell me down below, have you had a chance to watch the new season of Bel-Air? And what are your thoughts? What do you think? If you haven't watched it, definitely do yourself a favor and check it out. Now what I want to do is I want to take a look at a few funny things that have happened on the internet since we last met. Because at the end of the day, the internet is undefeated. Okay, take a look at these clips.
Hey, so come here, baby.
Wait
so let's
for
do
it.
A mama bitch. Sick of this. Sick of this.
Hello? Yeah, how can I help you? Hello? Yeah, how can I help you? Is it Chinese restaurant? Yeah, how can I help you? Yeah. What? Yeah. What can I order? How can I help you? What This Chinese restaurant. How can I help you, baby? You want to order or no? What you mean? Who talking? This Chinese restaurant. I don't call you. You call me. No, I don't call you. No, I don't call you.
Detroit Responsible Training. Right now I'm going to share with you how you can prevent yourself from being slapped in the mouth. When you say something about someone's wife, you shouldn't have said in the first place. So, the first thing you should do when the man's coming towards you to confront you, instead of laughing, you simply move off stage left. And if you have to, block. Now, if he's moving too fast, then you're going to have to improvise, which means your head has to go to the side, and then you come up. And from here, you simply push the elbows away and say, hey, sorry about what I said about your wife. I apologize, and simply move away from you.
And that is all I have for you this week, folks. We have now come to the end of the first season on Relationship Entertainment Television. Make sure that you're subscribed and you're following us on IG. You either have downloaded the app or you're watching us on Roku TV. No matter how you're watching us, just make sure you watch us. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of What's Going On. Peace.
Well, they do that, cause we do that though. I see you talking, so we gon' take it though. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My click 100 deep.
Growing up in the church, we saw a lot. Things that people refuse to talk about. The elephants in the room. Mental illness, sexual abuse, broken families, domestic violence, and so much more. The Big E, The Elephant in the Room, is a show that sheds light on these topics. We're here to speak about the unspeakable.
Hey, it's your girl Tia Robertson. I'm the host of Entrepreneur Insider. Right here on RETV every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for entrepreneurs and news that you need to know about. See you there.
This is Tyron
and Nicole with your weekly RATV news break. Each Thursday at 12 noon Eastern, we'll come to you with the latest news, trends, and more with a positive spin.
We know there's a lot of positive news that doesn't get reported, but we want to give you the opportunity to share your story here on RATV. If you have a positive news story you want us to share, you can submit your story to news@re-tv.net.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. Download the new RATV Live app on your mobile device and follow Relationship Entertainment Television on your favorite social media platform.
Don't forget, make sure you tune into the RETV News Break each Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, be blessed and be great.
Welcome to What's Going On? My name is Demita Joe. Each Wednesday, you can find me here at 3 p.m. I'll be over here discussing different things that are going on and try to bring you a boost of positivity for your week, because we all need this. We're going to share some feel-good stories. We might find a hometown hero. We may take a look at some trending topic. And sometimes we might even find a lesson in a not-so-warm and fuzzy story if we can. I'm Demita Joe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode right here on What's Going On?